today I'm actually doing a video to you from a car, and we're driving back to the Gold Coast from Noosa, and you guys asked me a bunch of questions on that one Instagram post that I did, and it was like a while ago, and there's about 50 questions there, so I'm not going to be able to go through all of them, but we will see. So this one person asks, if you could have one vegan food for the rest of your life, what would it be? Okay, this is a really hard one. Mangoes?
I knew you were gonna say
Actually, yeah, I agree. It probably would be mangoes. Mangoes are like my life. I really love sweet potato and oats. Very simple. But yeah, mangoes, definitely. I could have mangoes for the rest of my life. Have you been in a relationship / are you in one now? I'm not currently in a relationship, and I don't think I've actually ever been in like a proper relationship, whatever you classify that, but whatever I've been in, I wouldn't call it a relationship, so no. And I'm happy to be a single Pringle because I don't know, traveling so much and never being at home, I don't really see how I could sustain a relationship, because you really need to be there for that person, and I feel like maybe they would be there for me more than I would be for them, and that would just not make me feel that good. Because if I want to be in a relationship, I would like to actually invest myself into that person. These are like some really like future-oriented questions. As a vegan, what are your thoughts on kids for the future? Do you want to adopt due to too many unfed children in the world, or do you think that raising vegan children would be good for the planet? Love you. Okay, so I have quite a strong opinion about this. Currently, there is an overpopulation of people who are born in families that actually aren't able to properly raise their children, to raise them with good ethical values, to raise them in enough affluence for them to make good choices in life, like get a career afterwards. And there's an underpopulation of people in families that could actually sustain them well, get them into good schools, you know, like raise them as really like good members of society. And that's what's happening in Europe at the moment, because like people are having so little kids. And my opinion is that although adoption is an amazing thing, I feel like if you can raise a really conscious human being and like a smart human being, then you should have kids. It's like, I kind of feel like it's almost a social responsibility in a way. I feel like we need all the good brains and the good genes in kids. So I personally will have kids someday, not yet, because I'm still in my children's phase myself. But yeah, that's what I think about it. Is it easy for you to find vegan-friendly foods at restaurants? I personally can go to, I think, any restaurant and I will always find something vegan. It doesn't have to be a vegan place, although that would be amazing, of course. But usually, like, you might not find anything on the menu, but you just ask them to, like, take something out, put something in, and, like, alter it, or, like, even take a bunch of sides. Like, if they don't have anything apart from, like, French fries or something, just get those, get some salad, get some whatever. Just get a bunch of sides and it's gonna make a dish. How much money do you spend for vegan food? I personally don't spend that much money on food because I don't really go out and eat out very often. I do now when I'm traveling because it's just so much more fun because there's so many amazing vegan places. But normally I eat very cheaply because I eat very basic foods. I'm not too fussy. I eat like porridge, potatoes, rice, just like rice with salad, some sauces like sriracha or whatever. And it makes such cheap meals. And living in a uni house, like I lived with 9 other people, and I swear I spent like 5 times less on food than they did, because they bought like junk food and fast food all the time, or even buying meat is way more expensive than buying like simple basic vegan groceries and vegetables and like potatoes and fruits and things like that. So if you're not super fussy, then you can get by really, really cheaply. This is actually a question in Latvian. I'll read it in Latvian just for the fun of it. Kurš draugs vai ģimenes loceklis vai slavenība tevi iedvesmo vai motivē visvairāk? For me, this is no secret for a lot of people. It's definitely my mom. She's an absolute like legend. What she's done with her life and the things she's achieved inspire me every single day. And honestly, like, whenever anyone asks me who my idol is, I will never call a celebrity. It's always going to be my mom. She's built her own little empire, and I'm so proud of her. And she did it like almost single-handedly with like a little kid in her arms. And I just think it's an amazing thing what she's done. I hope one day I will have the same determination and will be such a like the same kind of a power woman as she is. Okay, my friend Roman asked me, why don't you reply to me on Facebook? I'm really sorry. I'm really bad at replying to messages. I'll make sure to reply to you after this video. Do I have any advice for people who are planning to move to a different country to study? Maybe something that you wish you knew before you went away. This girl is going to Cardiff in fall and doesn't know how to get prepared for it morally or physically. So I don't know, I don't really think it was that big of a deal moving, but it's definitely like my main advice is, because you're gonna have to go back and forth a lot, buy all your tickets in advance. And I'm still so bad at this, and I've already finished my second year of uni. Like, get your tickets literally at the beginning of every year, because they're so much cheaper and you can save so much money on that. Don't invest a lot of money and a lot of time into decorating your room when you're in university, especially if you're moving to a different country, because it's honestly always a waste. You end up having so much stuff and you can't transport it, and like you will have to hire vans and like get a lot of boxes and things like that, which is just very, very complicated being an international student. And about preparing to move to a different country mentally, personally I didn't find it too hard, but that's because I've genuinely kind of grown up quite independent. But nowadays you have FaceTime, you have Skype, you have all of these amazing technologies that help you feel like you're at home. I remember my first month after I moved, like I FaceTime my mom literally every single night, and she kept me in the loop of what's going on at home, you know, like showed me the dog, showed me like she hung any new paintings at home, like all of these like random like everyday things that make you feel like you're still there. And honestly it helps so much. So like make sure to keep communicating with your friends at home, with your family. And as for uni, you're gonna be a bit scared for the first week, especially if you're moving to the UK. There's like Freshers Week, but Freshers Week especially, it makes you feel like you're at home so quickly, because everyone is in the same situation as you are. Everyone is scared, everyone is just horrified of meeting new people. Like you always have to introduce yourself the same to everyone, but at the end of the day you feel like you're not alone, because all of you are just a bunch of like really confused teenagers who just got out of school and like are now in this big new system of like universities. And it's not going to be that hard. Like a week is going to pass and you're already going to have a group of friends, and especially if you live in student accommodation, you're always going to have someone who's going to be with you. I think that's also like a good tip, is just try not to spend a lot of time alone, because uni is the place where you very easily cannot be alone. So just spend a lot of time with other people and then you're going to be fine. That's what I think. For any other advice, I don't really know right now. I might do a video about this in the future, but this is like some general little pointers. And I think this video is already going to be really long, and from those many questions I got on my phone, I'm definitely going to be doing another Q&A. And I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, maybe learned something new from it, I don't know. Have an amazing day, and I will see you tomorrow. And we're now getting into the Gold Coast, and I'm so excited. We're going to go to an event today for this, is it sportswear company?
It's like activewear.
Activewear company, so that should be really fun. And I'm going to see the beach again, and we're staying here until Tuesday, and then on Tuesday we're leaving for Cairns, which I'm also very excited about because that's going to be so warm there. And yeah, okay, goodbye.